into the aquarium can be fascinating. All the amazing sea creatures you get to see. Whales, stingrays, sharks, fish of every kind. But a trip to the aquarium can also be an inspiration for a giant art attack. Here's Alex, and keep a lookout for where he puts the funny-looking soap dish.
Let's do it!
swimming by the lighthouse. But where were the soap dishes? There's Alex, distracted by the funny-looking soap dish. He places it in the design as the windows of the lighthouse. choice, Alex. The color blue really makes them look like windows. Experimenting with unusual ways in painting can have quite interesting results. This time, we take the idea to the kitchen. We won't be washing dishes, but we will be painting with some unwanted dishcloth. And we'll use the drawing of this anteater to test it out. Have the cloth cut in little squares. Fold one like this, and start painting the anteater with lighter tones first. Dip into some paint and press softly on the paper with the dishcloth, like this. Use another piece of cloth to change the color. Then start overlapping layers of different colors of paint. Darken the color a little to capture the differences in the anteater's fur. Notice how the texture of the dishcloth gives an interesting effect on the paper. Use the darker tones to enhance some parts of the animal. The front legs and the upper part of its back will be the same color. To define the legs, use a darker brown. So much definition can be achieved with so little. Finally, the tail and the hind legs will be painted the same color. The secret of this technique is to softly press the dishcloth again and again, and not to soak it with too much paint. Here's a helpful hint. Every time you finish working with the color, move away to see how the drawing looks. To work on the background, paint with dark green around the anteater, taking care not to stain it. Then cover the entire page like this. Use different tones to give the illusion of depth, like how it was done with the animal. The green makes a good contrast to the brown of the anteater. Once the paint is dry, draw the eye. With a thinner black permanent marker, work on some details of the animal's fur, like this. Finally, put some final touches with brown so the drawing really stands out. Once you've finished, you'll have something like this. Interesting effect, right? This technique can be applied to whatever drawing you want, but I think that it can be appreciated better on animals. For example, this chameleon. Climbing onto a branch and overlooking a landscape. The details of the eye and mouth is drawn in marker too. Isn't it really nice? And what about this rooster? Its feathers look really good, doesn't it? Now it's your turn. Ask your mom for a dishcloth she doesn't use anymore and start painting with it.
Now I know that after cleaning the coconut TV screen with my dishcloth, I can use the cloth to make great works of art. Here's my attempt. I gave myself a different hairdo with my leaves going upwards against the law of gravity. It's a wonderful technique to experiment with for a different style.